Don't boleh benaka.
Ya, malam bulan.
Oh, malo. Bula Georges. Georges. Fiji George and Tongan George. Hi Doc. Bose. Bola naka. Oh, Bos Tendi. So here we are, guys. Here we are, guys. Fiji Day celebration, guys. Fiji Day celebration. People are coming in slowly. Di video telepon de lama. Oh, itu break. Oh, kuat. Kuat. Ini nonton kolok. Here we are, guys. In the kitchen. Hai Auntie. Bola Auntie. Look at our MC. Ojo.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Oh, she's asleep.
Yeah, she's asleep.
Only one belum.
Yeah, we've got to probably leave about 2:30.
G'day, mate.
Yeah. Hey, how you going?
Peter Bataki.
I used to play rugby.
He was wondering if you still recognize him. Still the same.
Yeah. Big and scary.
Yeah. How you been, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yorta man originally, but grew up here on this beautiful country, Darkinjung country. I'm here to do smoking today, so thank you for inviting us to. I'm honoured that we're able to share culture together and walk in unity, you know. So today we use smoking ceremonies are usually done in a sacred site. But today, we're able to bring culture, bring it to you, bring it on site. And it's like, I like to say to people, it's like in church, when you get prayed for. When I do a smoking, I always the Creator, and it's a healing thing. So today, I brought along the Kadaki, which is a didgeridoo. The original name's Kadaki. This ain't didgeridoo country, but didgeridoo's a healing sound. So today I felt, when I prepared this smoke, and I really felt that this smoking ceremony is about healing in cultures, all different cultures coming together. And so, yeah. And I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing here and to share culture together. So, thank you. So usually we get people to walk through and and cleanse and get rid of that negative energy that we get out there in the world. So if the smoke's coming to you, think about any negativity that's come at you throughout the week or at work or amongst family. And as it hits you, the smoke, just release it, whatever that negativity may be, you know. So thank you again. I just want to acknowledge this beautiful country we stand on, Darkinjung country. I want to acknowledge the past and present elders that are still here today, but also that have passed. But I really want to acknowledge our young people, because they're the future, and that's where the cycles will change in generations. Of a bit of my story is drug addiction. You know, I grew up in a broken home, but culture is what brings us back together again, because it is about family and connection, isn't it? So if you feel led to come and get some smoke in here, feel welcome. But I want to, if the women come first, because that's where that's who we protect and that's who looks after us, eh? And then the children, and then the men. But because this is a healing ceremony, I'd like anyone that feels that has any issues with their sickness or anything like that, I encourage you to bring the Lord or God into it and come and get a bit of smoke in there. Now I'll play a bit of the ditch and feel welcome to walk through later, like if it needs to be.
Anyone who wants to come through, probably come around this way and just let
Uli kịp cái tôi nó đồng quân. ancestral land. We are on ancestral Honourable and pay our respects to our Darkinjung elders, past, present, and emerging. Their lands, their vegetation, and their waterway. Mena ben tele ne wakaturanga kena be matampore ne mapentuganua. Ito na tuka karako batigo na numitigo tipo na busi toke no. With those few words of welcome and greetings, I welcome you all to our Fiji Day celebrations. The summary of our gathering today, we will have a prayer from our local minister, Reverend Ketchwaka, and then a brief explanation of what Fiji Day celebration is all about. We'll have a presentation of the Sebu Sebu, the honor ceremony. We'll have a speech by our chief guest, Honourable David Harris. And then we'll have the traditional custom of acknowledging the speech by the chief guests. Then we'll have the cutting of the cake, the Fiji Day cake. We'll sing the Fiji national anthem, and then we'll get on to what we're here for, to have a feed. Plenty of food. We'll have lunch, and after lunch we'll have our entertainment. We'll also have a special band sitting over in the corner, all the way from Sydney. And we'll sing along to the rhythm of the day. With those introductory words, I'd like to invite Reverend Ketchwaka for our prayer. Can we have a hymn, please? Go to Sarah's about to teach you. To our Fijian family, Gulagana, as in Aussie we say, today. According to Fijian legend, about 3,500 years ago, the great chief Lutrasoma led his people across the Pacific Ocean in a large outrigger canoe called Ndrua. Familiar name? That's what we call our Fijian rugby team playing Super Rugby, Ndrua, to the new land of Fiji. And it is believed that the Fijian people came into the Pacific via Southeast Asia and Melanesia. They landed on the shores of the western part of the mainland called Viti Levu, The naming of that landing place is Wunda. Wunda meaning origin. Early explorers arrived in 1643, namely the Dutch explorer Abel Tasman and later English navigators Captain James Cook, who sailed through in 1774. Captain William Bligh, who sailed through Fiji up to the Mutiny on the Bounty in 1789. It's one big family travelling in an outrigger canoe, the Drua, dispersed and scattered throughout Fiji, forming their own tribal communities. Tribal conflicts and cannibalism was practiced in Fiji at the time, each in their quest for territorial power. This quickly disappeared as missionaries gained influence when the High Chief Ratu Seru Honourable accepted Christianity in 1854. The rest of the country soon followed, and tribal warfare, cannibalism came to an end. From 1879 to 1916 marked the Indian arrival who, under Queen Victoria, were sent to Fiji as indentured labourers to work in the sugarcane plantations through the colonial system. Gradually, the Fijian way of life was changing through Western cultural influence. As Christianity spread in the islands, wars ceased abruptly and Westernization was adopted. Internationally, Fiji needed to survive economically and politically while holding on tightly to our own culture. Chiefs got together and decided that Fiji was to be ceded to Great Britain in 1874 to Queen Victoria of the time. The 20th century brought about important economic changes in Fiji as well as the maturation of its political system. Today, Fiji's central position plays a major role in regional affairs of the South Pacific. Fiji gained independence on October the 10th, 1970, during the reign of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Fiji is now home to many races and cultures: Indians, part Europeans, Chinese and other Pacific Islanders, living in harmony and giving their own respective cultures and keeping their identity. Fiji's current population is just over 900,000, made up of indigenous 56%, Indo-Fijian 37%, 1.2% Tuvan, European, Chinese and others. Fiji is also represented by all the major religions of the world: Christians, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs and others. Fiji today remains the hub of the South Pacific, enjoying international ties among our Pacific neighbours, including New Zealand and Australia. And as we mark today the 54th anniversary of Fiji's independence, on behalf of the Central Coast Fijian community, the President, the committee and the members, it is a privilege and honour to have you all join us today in our celebration to share our experiences, our identity and our culture. With all due respect to your respective cultures and your heritage, today we are all Fijians. In Fiji, it is the custom, before entering an establishment, a village, a community, a home, setting foot on someone's land, visitors must first gain formal permission. This traditional protocol is otherwise known as the Seru and involves the presentation of kava on the arrival of the head guest, the village headman or the chief. And that is what we'll be proceeding to next, the presentation of the kava ceremony of the Seru to our guest of honor. Happy Fiji Day to you.
Yeah, Honourable. Pagkaturang sa akin ng Batim Studio of Australia. Kawa na lew di Batim 2. Naturang na Prime Minister di Batim 2 Australia. Namin sa saan tayo sa kachuwa na siguro sa kanila.
Kali na mabibinak ni Saradi na yala ni Kolumbu lebih kan na silu sa kanikwa. Mabibinak tay na kalau ano silu chu na mantraki kami kuaro tay gina. Randam mai sota sa kanikwa na singa ni tuwa na lawiti. Ana singa sa kanikwa. Sa taon sa kanikwa na turangan ng pista. 5 bulan daw kayo na kami sa kanikwa. Doon sa katulungan ni Bono sa ating sa kamantamuni. Naisiyaw-siyaw mo katura. Siyawot sa ating kinanelaw lang ko manimatin to Australia. At kaya na maraw tayo sa katiko. Nasingan kay Biti, kasaan dami na leli Bono. Naman ni Biti, huling na nawasan-wasan nila. Sa ating ko ay matama. Nasingan mo sa katiko. Kita sa ating na, doon kami sa katiko na mo na lutong kagar ko ng club. Kita kisah kacung ni namun lupa tigo, nengai bukan ada rumah kacung kita. Namun lupa pemiti, kena kota mata sarang pulau juga namun nongko Australia, enak kalau sakit itu. Balau sekarang apa sedia gua nak? Sarai kantor, kita maten dulu, kita berdua, kita mau dikatu. Weh, bagus kan? Iya.
Atara ya dengan cukup nyaman. Nyaman na sip-sipu turang sip-sipu sa para cukup may na susunod ka naman ng ni kada presidente na kena bagaimana turang na may na cirka wala sa nan ng tapuno sa tamu cukup na ng tapuno dito kay so while you're sitting there this ceremony is for you. You don't know what they're saying, but I know that you can feel that it's all for you. And we want to say thank you for coming today. So it's the same, you are today, until the sun goes down, you are KBT, you are Fijian today. Nasawali na was in your corner, was sabi tayo tumikin. Saan kami cuma na isentala, hindi walo tumay tambi. Thank you, Darkinjung, for your here with us. I think this is the last time you're going to be with us. The next Fiji day you'll be in Greek. But thank you for coming. Na wala na was na gona sa tan peta kiti ko malang yung kulong mulo. Was mo kulong ta ko was na gona. Kalau ngata ko na na ta bulan to ka. Kalau ngata ko na ngani bici. Na to ko na ta maru ta kan singin dai. Singa maru ta ke weekend da. Happy Fiji day weekend singin dai. Mutaba na ma ta ko na kriyo na singin shulu ke na ta singin baki. Nanda lilu tahu mudi tolu Kristo mana? Dia tak bisa kamu dah. Yang kau saka aliu. Do, amdo, nak saka. Yo, amdo. Terus nak berapa? Belum nak total? Iya, 6 bulan. 6 bulan bata. Malah.
Honourable. That concludes our official
You're gone, David.
service welcoming cover ceremony. I would now like to invite our special guest, our chief guest, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable David Harris.
Thank you so much for your very warm and generous welcome, including me in your culture today. And I'm really happy to be Fijian for the rest of the day. So, can I acknowledge that we gather today on the ancestral lands of Darkinjung people and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Extend those respects to First Nations people here today. Thank them for their generous acknowledgement to welcome the country and for sharing the smoking ceremony with us earlier. One of my very important jobs is I'm the Minister for Aboriginal Affairs and Treaty in New South Wales. So I have the honour of being involved in many ceremonies. They're all different and they're all from the heart, so thank you for that. It's great to be here today with you celebrating Fiji Independence Day and also the probably still newly minted Central Coast Fijian Association, and I congratulate you for creating that organisation. My history with the Fijian community goes back a little bit further, and up the back there we have Peter, and I saw Cyrus arrive as well. As a young 21-year-old, I played rugby with both of those fantastic athletes. They still look like they can run on the field. I was a bit skinny but it was a real pleasure. We played for a club called Kincumber, which isn't around anymore. But I had such a great time sharing the field with those esteemed gentlemen and a few others. I always remember I was in the back line, and when we went on the attack and everyone got excited, they all started speaking Fiji, and I had no idea what they were saying. We had great fun. We didn't win many games, but we had a good time. Can I say to all of you, particularly the young people today, how important culture is. We heard quite correctly from our previous speakers, and I thank them for that, about the importance of history and culture. We in Australia have not been good at truth telling history, the full history of our nation, and part of my role is making sure that we do a better job of that truth telling. But where there is struggle, it creates tighter bonds and it creates stronger culture. And for younger people moving away from your country to a new land, or being born here in Australia, you should understand it's a real privilege to know and learn language, to know and learn culture, because you are what makes Australia such a rich nation. Australia is a rich nation because no matter where you come from, you're encouraged to share your culture, and that creates a really rich tapestry for our whole social fabric of our country. It's why we're one of the most peaceful countries in the world, one of the best democracies, because we acknowledge everyone, and it's one of our strengths. My own culture is from Scotland. I have my family killed. I come from Clan Duncan, and every now and again, on special occasions, I dress up in the full outfit because I'm proud of my culture and where my family roots were as well. So to have your association continuing to acknowledge and celebrate your culture is so important. So I hope all of the young people here today really value that and understand that's really important. Also to all of the other people from the other Pacific countries who are here today, I'm a member of Honourable Uniting Church, and the Tongan community there is very strong, and I've had the privilege of being involved in some of the services that the Tongan community put on on a regular basis, and it's a real privilege for me. So today is about celebrating that independence, having a good time. I'm sure there's a few people out there already started having a good time, and the rest of you want to get out there, so I'll get off. But I really appreciate being invited here today. I've been the member for Wyong since 2007, little break, I got voted out back again. But I love this area. I grew up here. I was born here, grew up here, and I really love it. And I've had the privilege a couple of times now to see the Pacifica group from Madalba High School performing, and absolutely amazing, both with dance and with instruments. So I look forward to hearing the band that have come from Sydney. Welcome to the Central Coast. After you've been here, you won't want to go back. That's okay. We've got plenty of room, lots of new houses being built, so we're here to stay. Thank you again for the warm welcome. Thank you for making me an integral part of your ceremony, and I hope and sincerely believe you will enjoy the day. Thank you.
Could we please be upstanding to sing the Fiji national anthem?
Hey, Tamale, how come you didn't sing?
Preparing for lunch, and then
How come you didn't sing?
I'll have the entertainment this afternoon.
I know we all want to eat, but every opportunity to pray as a minister, you just want to take it. So our prayer for the food is going to go something like this. Because someone was saying about begging, right? I'm going to invite you to put your hands out before you. We want food, absolutely. But for a moment, just keep your eyes open, because we're going to pray together. If you could imagine that your hands is a mirror, what are you seeing?
Handsome.
Are you loving what you're seeing? Looking good today for Fiji Day. Are you thinking maybe you should have put some lipstick on? Let me say to you that what you're seeing is someone created in the image of God. Whether you are young or old or in between, you are someone made in the image of God. Your thumb, let it be a reminder to you to pray every day for the people that are beside you. So on Fiji Independence Day, pray for the person that's sitting right next to you. Whatever it is that they're going through, whatever they've come from to be here today, we want to pray and hold them in our prayer. Our pointer is a reminder that when we go from here, may we be reminded of who is it that's pointing us in the right direction. Fiji turns 54. I was 2 years old when Fiji. But who is it that's pointing us in the right direction? Our next finger is not the root finger, but it's a reminder to pray for our leaders. Pray for David as he leads our community and as we knock on his door asking for strategies and funding to ensure that Fiji Day continues for the next 40 years. We pray
How's the band going, guys? How's the band?
Rombolan.
Huh? Charge. What you make charge? So, around. So, kamu kur. Chewy. Chicken, pork, some salad, cassava, dalo, egg salad, pasta. And the ladies are in here.